everyone, and welcome. So we've all been hearing the buzz about Web3 and how it's supposed to completely transform the sports world. But let's be honest, beyond all the hype, what's actually real? Today we're going to cut through the noise and look at a new approach that's way more about function than it is about flash. Let's dive in.
For years, the narrative has been that blockchain is this magic bullet for everything, including sports. But a lot of that talk has felt, well, a little empty, right? It's left a lot of us feeling pretty skeptical, and for good reason. It often sounds a lot more like hype than actual genuine help for the industry.
This quote just hits the nail on the head. Sport doesn't need blockchain just to say it uses blockchain. Exactly. The whole point isn't to just chase the latest shiny tech trend. It's about solving real problems. So what's the big, fundamental problem in sports tech that actually needs a solution?
Well, that brings us right to the heart of the issue. It's not a lack of technology, not at all. The real problem is a lack of connection. The sports world, behind the scenes, is running on this deeply fragmented system where everything is stuck in its own little silo, unable to talk to anything else.
Think about it from your own experience as a fan. You probably buy your ticket on one website, you get your jersey from a completely different online store, and then you follow the team's stats on a third app, right? None of those systems have any idea the others exist. Now, flip that around and imagine you're the team. How on earth do you get a clear picture of your fans when all that data is scattered all over the place? That's the problem. It's a mess.
Okay, so if this massive fragmentation is the problem, what's the solution? The idea our source material puts forward is something called a utility layer. It's a totally different way of thinking. It's all about building the foundational infrastructure, the plumbing basically, before you try to build all the cool, flashy applications on top.
And this is where Atleta comes into the picture. Now, this isn't just another app to add to that messy pile. Nope. It's designed to be that utility layer for the entire sports ecosystem. Think of it as the digital plumbing that finally connects everything.
So what does utility layer really mean? The easiest way to wrap your head around it is to think of it like the operating system on your phone, like iOS or Android. You don't really see it day to day, but it's the invisible magic that allows all your different apps to run, to function, and to share information smoothly. In the Web3 world, building this kind of foundation on a blockchain just means it's transparent and totally open for anyone to use and build on.
All right, so that's the big idea. But how does a utility layer actually work in the real world? What specific dots is it connecting to fix that huge fragmentation problem we've been talking about? Okay, so at its core, what Atleta does is connect an athlete's digital identity to their actions in the real world. So for example, a runner could log their miles, right? And that data, that proof of participation, could automatically unlock rewards, like maybe a discount on new running shoes or access to exclusive content. See? It creates this direct, unbreakable link between participation and actual value. And the best part is, it's all built on an open platform that other developers can then come in and build new, cool stuff on top of. That's Web3 in action, not as a buzzword, but as a genuinely practical tool.
You see, by focusing on this foundational layer first, the whole conversation it shifts. It moves away from all the hype and speculation and towards something much more real, much more tangible, actually building the future of sports infrastructure.
And this slide just lays out that shift perfectly. We're moving from a world of empty narratives, where we're just talking about tech for tech's sake and the loudest voices get all the attention, and we're moving toward a world of real utility, where what matters is creating tools that actually improve how the industry works, where the best products are the ones that get built, used, and scaled. It's a move from style to pure substance. And ultimately, this is what it all boils down to. This is the key takeaway. The success of any new tech in sports isn't going to be measured by headlines or marketing buzz. It will be defined by its practical use. Can people actually build on it? Are they using it? Can it grow? That is the real test. And that, of course, brings us to the most exciting question of all. If you have this truly connected sports ecosystem, this foundation, what will people build on top of it? Are we going to see brand new forms of fan engagement? New ways for athletes to fund their careers? Or is it going to be something we can't even imagine right now? The possibilities are pretty much endless, and you can bet we'll be watching to see what happens next. Thanks for tuning in.